What's up, everybody? Master here. I don't know why I did that, but here's the ban list, guys. The new ban list finally came out, and we are overjoyed. I really, really like this. That, like, I like that not a lot of stuff got hit. It, unlike the ARG ban list, this one allows the already existing Yu-Gi-Oh players to continue on with the deck they have. Allows the different main archetypes that have been topping top, go continue with it. But it also helps out a few other decks that aren't there but can get a bit better. I would like if they, unbanned a few other things I'll talk to you about later. But let's jump into it. Okay, so the first one is the Jin releaser of rituals is banned. I'm fine with that. Completely fine with that. No one likes the Jin. Not even people who play the Jin like the Jin. Next is Lavable Chain. Lavable Chain, I don't like it at Forbidden. Lavable Chain was a good one-of card because it people usually don't play more than one Lavable Chain unless you're playing Clown Blade, which isn't even out yet, and now it's completely nerfed. Which means that the only effective way to play Nova is, you guessed it, I mean, well, Infinity, is with Cyber Dragons. You have to play the actual archetype. Or, no, Nova needs machines. So unless you can play it in Satellar Knights, Yosenjus, some rank 4 spam, you're gonna have to play it in Cyber Dragons to get it out. Actually, Cyber Dragons is the best way to play it because you get the full effect because it's less cards to summon it in. But still, I'll go to that later. But for right now, Love Ovalgene the band, not wasn't really needed. If it went to 1, that would have been acceptable because it still allows the techiness of the card without the abuse. And that's it for the band. Um, to semi-limited, we have. I was about to go rescue rabbit. No, we have Shurit, strategist of Necros. Sorry guys, I burped a bit. This is good for the deck. It seems like they're getting hit. Necros is getting hit, but really, no one wanted the Jin, so I wouldn't even say that's a hit for Necros. Level Chain, I guess it's a kind of hit, but it just takes their 1 to 0, so it just leaves them extra space in there. Just pop in maybe Castel or Excite on that or some other rank 4 that you probably wouldn't have run before, but now you have room, so just run it. So Shirit, Strategist of the Necros, is really to me the only big hit for Necros now, because it makes it so you only have 1 free, but if you do banish it, there's people like saying, "Oh, what's Shirt gonna run? What's Necros running now that Shirt is gone?" And there's like Gishki Visionary. Oh, we're gonna run that. We can run that, or we can run something completely weird. To me, the best thing to run is Burial from a Different Dimension, because you're already banishing 2 cards to get off their search with the mirrors. So this allows you to re-put your Shurit to grave from your banish, as well as another 4 other cards. And if you don't have Shurit banished, you can play this and bring back 5 of your banished cards and put them in the grave, and then you can rebanish them off for your searches. That just seems common sense. Yeah, it's 1 less in-deck card you have. People usually only run 2, so that's 1 less Shurit. Well, now you have the room, and just keep on recycling it. Just a recycle method. As long as it's in the grave, you're fine. Next is Trishula of the Ice Bearers, and yes, I did buy one because of this. Except I was a little late, so I had to get mine for $30. But $30 is it's a little steep, but hey, I wanted it. I like it. Trishula of the Ice Bearers. Yang Xing is gonna go. Is gonna be great with this now. Think about it. Trishula in Yang Xing. I laugh at it because I know that's going to be great. I kind of don't want to sell my Yang Zing stuff, but I'm selling it now. So go check out my eBay if you want some Yang Zings. Uh, but back to this. Trishula the Ice Bearers, we needed it. Don't really have that many 9s. Um, I would love for Brio to come back 2 to 1, but Brio is a bit different. Brio is a completely different thing than Trishula because it blows up everything practically. But Trishula the one, it's great. It's even better than the Necroz one because you don't have to have three targets. You know, one hand, one grave, one field. You just need at least. You don't really need any. If you want to get off, if you want to get off the effect, you need one. That's it. So it could be a one of, a two of, a three of, whatever. And with Trishula at one, it kind of makes ice barriers a little bit relevant. I know ice barriers not the best consistent archetype out there, but ironically they have some of the best synchro extra deck cards ever created. So no, just some of the best extra deck cards created. You got Brio, Gungnir, Trish, who are think about it, the next decks in the dual terminal, you know, lore, the best two from the next two. Evil Swarms, they have Evil Swarms ones of Trish, Gungnir, and Brio, and then they have Necroz, Trish, Gungnir, and Brio. There's a they're some of the best cards ever created. So of course they're gonna copy them and make them a little bit nerfy, but able to be run in those decks. Granted, Ouroboros, the Trishula one, can play in any rank 4 deck, but that's beyond the point. But Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barriers, great for synchro decks. Add some flavor into the meta. That's it for the limited. Semi-limited, we have Lantine Dragoons. Okay, don't really know much about mermails or Lantines and all that stuff, so I guess and that's good. Um, I don't know why if you bring brought this back to 2. I don't know why they didn't bring Rescue Rabbit to 2 or the Insectors back. Yeah, Insectors and maybe Infernity because actually no, Infernity right there at 1's fine because with Trishula at 1. Okay, Trishula at 1, Infernity at 1, fine. That might actually do some things. Yeah, Rescue Rabbit to 1. I mean to 2. Thunder King Ryo should have went to 2. Wind up Magician went to 2. Wind up what's it called? Wind up Zen Carrier Zen Mighty to 1. This makes sense. I would have loved to see number 16 Shockmaster to 1, but that's never going to happen anytime soon. Granted, OCG has it, and it does nothing. Finally, for the semi-limited, Ravine to 2. Ravine should have just went to 3, but with Trish at 1 and Ravine at 2, I could see Dragoonity seeing some really, really good play. Maybe not topping, but local to regional to some YCS play, someone's gonna figure out something. It's like that one Mecha Phantom Beast player. Again, Mecha Phantom Beast can play Trish so well right now, but I'm just going on too much. Dragon Ravine, bring back Dragoonies. Should just went to 3, but still, there's no way to abuse it right now. But I can see Konami being a bit cautious. And for the unlimited stuff, Glow Up Ball to 3, that's fine. You can only use the effect once. I've got no idea why it was banned. Let's say banished. Why it was banned at all because of that. Sinister Cerebrin, Errata sucks. Dark Striker Fighter, Errata sucks. Sacred Sword of the 7 Star, unless you, I guess only in the Cosmos, like new Cosmo archetype, you got the level 7s. You might be able to use this a bit. It's a drawing card. This will always be relevant. A drawing card, no matter what. If you can have a couple 7s in your deck, you will play this card. But really, that's it. Completely fine. Temple of the Kings. Errata isn't as good as before because you can only use it once per turn. Before it was as many traps as you wanted to use. So really, Chain Burn would have been completely bonkers. But even though it's errata, it's still not that bad. You get one free trap in hand, and sometimes that can be a bit, can help. It can help. And I guess there's some way that you can use the sacrificing effect to summon out you can use it with the attributing the monster and the spell card, and you can summon out a free extra deck monster. I just realized that. So now this at 3. The monster's at 3. I could see someone using this as some type of broken anti-meta deck. So it might not be that the errata effect made it bad. It's just that limited didn't give its full possibilities. Yes, it sucks that you can't use your traps all the time, but one trap on your turn from hand is good enough to be viable. And now that you can run 3 of it, you can possibly plus so much from whatever monster you bring out. So yeah, that's my opinion on that. Exchange of the Spirit to 3, unless you're like running Light Sworn or some thing that mills and your opponent has 15 cards in their graveyard too. Like before, it used as long as you had 5, or like as long as you had X amount of cards, you could use it. So your opponent can have like 3 cards. You use this, your opponent gets 3 cards in their deck. Now it's not that broken anymore. It's still a nuisance if you can pull it off, but it gets us to the point where you literally don't deck out your opponent in one move. It's like if you run a ditching deck and you somehow don't ditch this, or you can bring it back to your hand, it makes it so that you can refresh. That's actually if they do hit BA is a heavy milling deck. As long as they don't get rid of Dante, like if they get rid of the Sir Loop and all that stuff, and you have this in your grave, I mean in your field or something like that, because now BA plays heavy, you can literally just re-add your cards and just get your full thing. So I could see how this could be possibly used in a milling deck because of all the searching. Cards will always go to the graveyard. Like, unless you completely brick, both you and your opponent will definitely have at least 15 cards in your graveyard in the first couple turns. I don't see any way that this couldn't be a possibility for milling decks. And at 3, you have a chance that you won't mill it and you draw it, or you have some type of way to bring it back to your hand. So I could see this being played in some type of mill deck. That's just my. I know I went a bit long on some of these, but those are just my opinions on some of the cards. So I hope you guys like it. It was a lot better than the ARG ban list. They took things off that didn't need to be taken off and put stuff places that didn't need to be put and didn't hit anybody. Now, with Konami, yeah, 2 weeks for this, bit disappointing. Should have more balanced out the entire game state of older decks and newer decks, but I can see them. They're a company that to promote the new decks. Clownblade was just too OP to even let survive, and I think it gives cyber people who want to play Clownblade, it makes them have to play it in the archetype. So you have to play Cyber Dragons. Or you can play it in Photons. Photons, Galaxies, all that stuff. As long as it's a light machine type monster and it's level 5. Actually, no, it's just a level 5 machine type monster. So as long as you can get that off, you can get Nova out, and then you can just have your fun. So I hope you guys like this. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm signing off now. Peace out, guys. Keep dueling.